Hi, everybody. I hope you enjoyed our weekend. I believe it was, if the numbers don't change, it was 77 in Portland both days. And of course, all of the sunshine. And I played golf today. I was talking to my buddies coming to you in the 6 o'clock hour on this Sunday, meteorologist Rod Hill from Portland and the Vancouver, Washington area. Anyway, I was talking to my buddies and I said, it seems like when we have seasonal transitions, there's always that one week of weather systems that seem to finally swing the door open to you finally getting into what seems like the new season. And in this case, I'm talking about fall. I really think it's possible as we're now getting into mid-October that with the rainy systems coming this week, that it's going to just like that be a lot of days with temperatures with some rain in the 50s. Sunny days will probably just be in the 60s. And we'll be saying goodbye to the really warm weather we've had at times, including this past weekend. And of course, the rain is good news. I mentioned last time we talked that we are running at best 35 to 40% of normal rainfall in terms of seasonal average going back to September 1. So we need to get the old rain machine clicking. So on this graphic, the wettest days this week look to be Wednesday and Thursday. Now, the rain chances begin tomorrow, but the wettest days Wednesday and Thursday. This is the American GFS model. This is total rain from tomorrow through Thursday night into early Friday morning. And notice in the valley, generally 3/10 to about a half of an inch to even higher amounts. Notice along the coast in yellow, you got about an inch and a quarter. And notice there's some manageable precip across the entire state. Again, good news as we try to finally put out the remaining, 15, 16, 17 wildfire centers that we have across our state. So we'll get back to these rain totals and I will show those to you in a moment. Quick thank you and shout out to the Momentous Wealth podcast. They continue to sponsor my forecast work. Basically, you listen on Apple Podcast or on Spotify. You select from a library of different investment topics. The plan is to educate yourself a little bit in terms of what's going on with the market and overall kind of investment advice, if you will. So the Momentous Wealth podcast, check those out. You'll support the Momentous Wealth management team and you'll support me. All right, I do want to show you this before we get going because I just find this absolutely, let me go back, fascinating. So I shared the image on the left back on September 20th, courtesy of the Timberline camera at KGW TV. And circled in red was the Palmer Snowfield. And at the time, I made the statement that while recent winters, or recent summer into fall seasons, I should say, have seen a decline in snow up on Mount Hood. Usually we see feeder bands into the Palmer Snowfield, but the last handful of years, we've had this kind of rectangular postage stamp and everything around it is melted. Again, this is a snowfield that Timberline preserves and treats to keep their summer seasons open. And what I noticed that I didn't think I'd noticed before, see the checkerboarding, where all of a sudden what is a clean rectangle typically is starting to erode with checkerboards of rock and dirt. Fast forward to last Friday. Oh my goodness gracious. I've been here since 1999. I'm absolutely positive. I've never seen the Palmer Snowfield threatening to completely melt away late summer into fall. And as of last Friday, there are literally just some remnant patches of snow remaining. And I make the point that projections have been consistent by 2050, if not sooner. We will see Septembers and Octobers of not a single ounce of snow on the mountain. And you got to think when you look at the Palmer Snowfield that that is the direction we are headed. Um, Absolutely amazing to see all this happen in front of our very eyes. So again, this was the picture last Friday. Okay, just it's good information to know what's going on. Speaking of, let's get you into the active weather. It will be dry when you wake up tomorrow morning. The first wave of cooler air comes in tomorrow afternoon. So to the right, here's a satellite picture. You can see a cloud band. We're clear out there now. These clouds will be increasing overnight. There'll be some cloudiness around in the morning. And on the back edge of these, a weakening front that I think has a decent chance to bring us some rain, probably not much, but some rain later tomorrow afternoon if it comes in. Now, the meat of what we're tracking this week is connected with this upper level low spinning out of the Gulf of Alaska. And if you come over here to the left, You can see it's a pretty deep low, 534. It's a 522 millibar low. That's a cold center. And there's a second front that's back in here. This is the one that will come in Wednesday morning, and then we'll have a second front come in Thursday as this colder air moves in. And yes, we're looking at snow levels Thursday morning and Thursday day down to 3,500 feet. So that would be below government camps. So, meaning if you're traveling up over the Cascade highways, going over the passes Thursday morning, you might find some snow sticking to the ground and falling in the air. Okay. FYI on that. Here's a look at the National Blended Model. This is a higher resolution model, so it doesn't go out very far. In fact, the last frame this goes out is 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So here we are, 1 o'clock Monday. Notice a wider band of rain holding together better to our north up in Washington. But there's a narrow band that extends all the way down into Newport and off of the coast. So mid to late afternoon, we'll see some showers move through the Portland area and Salem. Not a lot of total rain, but I think likely that we'll get some. Okay. Now, this model goes out farther. The resolution isn't as good, meaning the accuracy or detail not as good, but it does take us through the week. So we'll start this tomorrow. So tomorrow at 5 p.m., this shows there has been. This is not like a future radar. This is showing you a projection of measurable rainfall coming in, and then it's a cumulative rain through the week. Okay. So 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon is showing it has rained along the coast with some measurable rainfall. It's not really showing anything in Portland and Salem. But I think there is a chance we're going to get at least some light rain coming in the latter part of tomorrow. Okay. Here it's picking up stuff into Tuesday. This is Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday's a day that's hard for me to pick in terms of is there going to be a lot of dry time or is the rain really going to start going? This only gives Portland 12/100ths of an inch and less down into Salem, with the heaviest rain up here, well to our north and still offshore. Again, the big front that we're tracking comes in Wednesday morning. Tuesday is kind of the day with the moisture advecting up ahead of the front and coming in. And I don't think the weather models really have a good handle on Tuesday yet. I wouldn't be surprised if we get more. I wouldn't be surprised if it's today that rain starts to pick up and the showers just kind of increase during the day. Okay. But we know by the time we get into Wednesday morning, here we are. Now we've got our biggest front of the week coming in. So let me just go ahead and play this to 5 o'clock Wednesday afternoon. This shows Portland 3/10 of an inch. You get out into the West Gorge over a half of an inch. Interesting. See the dry spots in the valley? This is the weather model saying this rain comes in, hits the coast range, kind of rains out, doesn't do much for the valley totals, and then it picks up in the Cascades. So that's what this is showing. Showing almost 6/10 of an inch of rain up in Astoria and at least 2/10 down through Lincoln County and Newport, with the heaviest amounts up here in northwestern Washington. So we'll see. There's a reason for me to think this is underdone, that the rain totals will be a little bit heavier, but we'll see. Remember, there's a second front that comes in Thursday. Now Portland is double what it was getting. Now we're up to 56/100ths Thursday morning. And then I'm just going to go ahead and play this. Most of the rain is over by Friday morning at 5 a.m. So with that said, this is how much rain the models are saying, this particular model, the American GFS, with rain chances starting tomorrow afternoon through 5 a.m. Friday. This shows 1.26 inches in Tillamook, an inch up in Astoria, 88/100ths of an inch down in the North Bend area. It's showing 8/10 of an inch of rain in Portland, 87/100ths up in Kelso, Longview. It's showing about a half of an inch of rain up in Seattle, showing over an inch of liquid precipitation in the Cascades and the West Gorge. It's only showing about 31/100ths down in Salem to 4/10. And then it is showing at least some measurable rainfall out toward the Blues. Okay. What about snow? Remember I said snow level Thursday morning is going to be 3,500 feet. That's the air coming in behind Wednesday's front. So let's play this into Thursday. Here's Thursday morning, showing 4 inches of snow up around Government Camp, potentially, about 8 inches up around Rainier. It's showing out east, maybe some flakes, but really nothing measurable. But remember, during the day Thursday, most of what falls down to 4,000 or lower, maybe 3,500 feet, will be snow. So this is Thursday evening. Now we got 6 inches up around Government Camp, 9 up around Rainier. Yeah, maybe a half of an inch of rain in some spots out in the Blues and a little bit of snow in some of the higher elevations of Central Oregon. But that kind of gives you an idea what's going on. It doesn't really show much of anything sticking out in the valleys. Certainly, if you look at what the temperatures could be in the overnight hours of Let's see here, Thursday morning and especially Friday morning, you could make the case there could be at least some dustings of snow in some of the eastern valleys, but this doesn't really show that much. Okay. Here's the overall weather pattern. This is tomorrow morning. We're dry, as I mentioned, the cold air, the action sitting out to sea, that big trough. Here's tomorrow afternoon. Now that first little wave of weakening air of fronts coming in, but clearly most of the activity is still back in the Pacific, where you see the blue colors and the deep trough. Tuesday, the moisture advecting ahead of that, and then Wednesday morning, bam, here's our first front. And then we'll go to Thursday morning, second wave or cold air moving in right here. This probably a pretty active shower day. I mean, if we get some sun breaks and then we add some convection Thursday afternoon, there could be some hail. I don't see any of this producing much wind. If we go convective and we get some heavy showers of hail Thursday afternoon, you can get gusty winds with that, of course. And then right now, as we go into Friday morning, I think Friday we're primarily dry. Notice how, see the ridge axis right here? The ridge is, instead of it penetrating toward the ridge is just like north and south, it's kind of laying down, if you will. So models are showing some cloudiness riding over the top of this flattening ridge, giving us kind of a partly sunny day Friday. I'm saying there's a shower chance, but I think odds are good that we're dry. I think Saturday's dry. The pressure heights look to be big enough. And then Sunday was looking dry, but now the models are saying, well, there's some moisture running ahead of this next weather system that could bring us developing rain on Sunday, and then the actual front comes in somewhere late Sunday night into Monday. The timing of that's not certain, but you certainly can see that next weather system setting out there. Okay, let's bounce around, look at some forecasts, shall we? I like to go down South Medford. Hello. 80 tomorrow, sunny. Wow. Chances of rain build Tuesday, and then this is widespread rain to some extent across our two states on Wednesday and Thursday, and you can see it here, including down into Medford. All right, here's Central Oregon, Bend. Beautiful day tomorrow, 77, Tuesday, 73. Showers with that first main front developing during the day, Wednesday into Thursday. Then a chance of rain if that Nick system as early as going into Sunday, really. I don't think see anything Saturday, but going into Sunday. Okay. But you can definitely tell our temperatures are cooling down, right? I mean, look at Seattle. Chance of rain tomorrow. Tuesday showers, likely Wednesday, Thursday. Could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row with highs only in the 50s up in Seattle. And remember that flat ridge means rain chances to our north. Seattle's picking up on that. Chance of rain there on Saturday. I think if they get rain Saturday, it would be fairly light. Anyway, it's also that time of the year as you look at a lot of these temperatures that we're going to see increasing changes or waffling or uncertainty in the 7-day forecast as things change quickly and the weather modeling kind of struggles to keep up. 60s and 50s along the coast. You got the chance of rain coming in tomorrow. You got likely showers Tuesday, rainy weather Wednesday and Thursday, a rain chance on Friday. Well, I don't think there's any rain along the coast of Oregon on Saturday, but we'll see. Certainly on Sunday, yeah. Okay. All right, let's go. And you can go to my weather site, portlandweather.com, click on the Northwest Cities forecast. It will give you this map, and you can click on the temperatures and get the forecast, which is what I'm doing here. Here's my updated 7-day, and then I'll let you go. Hazeldale Tire Pro sponsors this up in Vancouver and Clark County. PM showers tomorrow. I like our chances of getting some rain, but not a lot. It's certainly a band of moisture. It's going to be weakening as it comes in. Tuesday, I like showers in the area. It's tough to tell how much. I mentioned that, but definitely raining Tuesday overnight, steady at times into Wednesday morning. Occasional rain Wednesday afternoon, a solid shot of rain Thursday morning. That breaks into what could be convective showers with hail and sun breaks Thursday afternoon. There's shower threat Friday with the cloudiness thicker to our north. I like a dry Saturday. I like rain developing on Sunday. But do you see any really warm weather like we had this weekend? No, you do not. Again, we're changing the page. All right. I'm meteorologist Rod Hill. I wish you a nice Monday. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. Helps me out. I will talk to you soon.